since I was 3 or 4 years old. All I wanted to do was play professional baseball. And I was having that opportunity. I was doing it. I was living it. But I realized on the inside I was still empty. I was still missing something. I didn't really know what it was. I just knew there's got to be something more. This can't be it. So I started to go to baseball chapel. I got invited to go. I went, once in a month, and then the next month I think I went twice. And over the course of the next 2 or 3 years, I went to some Bible studies on the road, which was super awkward and uncomfortable the first time. I was like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
But I just started to get the word kind of poured into me. I had people around me kind of showed me how to be a man, in the game of baseball. Still love your wife, be a great dad, be a great husband, treat the people with respect around you, but still be excellent and be really good at your job. So I started to get a different view of manhood from that regard. And I actually gave my life to Christ in the middle of a bunch of different stuff, just struggling really bad with being traded, fitting into a new team, doing a long-distance relationship with my wife. We were engaged at the time, and we were having a lot of trouble. And then going through the worst failure, I think, on the field in the history of baseball for a 2-month period. So I was as bad as it gets, and I'd go home every night at the end of the game, and I'd be like, all right, God, that was not God at the time. But I'd just stare at the ceiling and be like,
Yeah.
You know what, that's the last baseball game I'm ever going to play. I'm going to show up tomorrow, get released, and the dream's going to be over. So I felt like I was losing the dream. And then it was one night, it was down in Mobile, Alabama. In the middle of the game, between the 4th and 5th inning, I went out to shortstop to take ground balls between innings to warm up. Didn't do that for some reason, just turned around and faced the outfield and closed my eyes on the middle of the field in the middle of the game and gave my life to Christ right then and there. So no matter where you guys are at, if you've done that or haven't done that yet, it doesn't have to be in a church. It doesn't have to be here. It can be anywhere, any place, anytime, and God's going to take you just as you are and then mold you and shape you into be more like Christ.